Hi there, I'm Angela. Welcome to my channel. Today I have two pieces of fabric to share with you guys. Stay tuned. I did a little bit of shopping recently on Style Maker Fabrics. They are by far my favorite place to buy fabric, and oftentimes because they're a little on the pricier side, I'll sort through their remnant section, and they call it the selvage yard. It's a little pun there. And that's usually where I pick my fabrics up from Style Maker, just because you can save a little money. The thing though with the selvage yard is that you're kind of limited to whatever small pieces that are left. I feel like that they probably are like end of bolt type of pieces, so that's what both of these pieces that I'm going to show you today, that's where both of those came from. So they're just smaller, like less than a yard cuts, but for me it's kind of a way to be able to get some really like nicer, higher quality fabrics and not break the bank, as long as I just need like anywhere from like 1 to 2 yards. So let's take a look at those now. So the first one is a reversible boucle fleece in the color Ocean, and I will get you guys a little closer up shot on that. Hang on just a sec. I hope that's showing up pretty well with the lighting. And it is reversible, so I will show you both sides. So to me, the best side, like what I will use as the right side, is the boucle textured side. And the other side, to me, the back side, although you could use this as the front, is more of it looks a lot fuzzier on the camera than it does in person. In person, it's definitely smoother. It's not, as textury as the boucle side. So I love this, and it does have stretch to it. And just by the way, both of the pieces that I'm sharing with you today, you still can get yardage on Style Maker Fabrics. I think these two individual pieces must have been like the end of like the first bolt, or like of a different bolt or whatever, but you can buy yardage, and I'll put links below. I'll show you what I'm going to make with that. I am going to do Simplicity 8036. This is an older pattern. It's from 2015. And I'm going to do this view B, the hat for sure. That's what I love the most. And if I have enough yardage left over, I'll also do this little, what are they calling that? They're calling this like a little scarf. It's almost like a little standalone collar, or like a, I don't know if you guys remember what they used to call mufflers, like that you would put your hands in like this to keep your, and they were like furry and fluffy. I just remember those from when I was a little girl. It kind of reminds me of that for some reason, but it's so cute, and it looks like it has like a little button detail there on the side. So if I have enough yardage here, I'm going to make both pieces, but definitely for sure the hat. And the second piece that I got is a distressed texture linen blend Jacquard in the color Citron. So that's why I needed my notes for this. That's a mouthful. I'll show you that fabric. And it definitely is sort of a yellowish green. It depends on the light. Sometimes I think it leans more yellow, but it's definitely leaning like more of a green color here, almost like a lime green, but in certain lights it has more of a yellowish cast. But it definitely is textured. You guys can see that. Kind of got the light shining on these fabrics just so you can see the texture. And the texture and the color are what I loved about this. So it's 3/4 of a yard, and it's on the heavier side. What I wanted to make with this is a camisole. And it's, or maybe that's not really the right word, but sort of like a top. Like when I think of camisole, I think of like the spaghetti type straps, maybe a little bit thicker straps, and then more of a fluid or drapier fabric, like a rayon or something like that, a challis. This is definitely not that. This is, it's definitely got some weight and some body to it. It's a little bit thicker, but my thought is that this color may not exactly be like the best color for my skin tone, even though I loved it, and it's that and the texture is what drew me to it. What I thought I could do with this is to make like an undershirt or some type of cami that I could then wear something over, like a cardigan over it. So I'd still get the color, but not like in a bam, like a large dose, so to speak. And because of that, I wanted a cami that would work with this like heavier, more structured fabric. And it was hard to find like the right kind of pattern for that. Most of the cami patterns that I've seen are meant for the thinner, like more fluid, drapier, silkier types of fabrics. So I'll show you what I did find. I found an out of print pattern, and I ended up getting it. It was either on Etsy or eBay, so I'll show you that, and I think it's going to work out perfect for this heavier fabric. So the pattern that I found is McCall's 3514, and the top that I want to make out of it is this one here. And the seller that sold me this didn't actually have the pattern envelope. The pattern's all here, and it's factory fold uncut, but for whatever reason she had a photocopy of the cover but not the actual envelope. I'm not sure what was up with that, but it was one of the, there was only like 2, maybe 3 of these that I found. One of them was not my size, and the other one was like very, very pricey. So I said, sure, I'll take it. Doesn't matter if the envelope's not with it. So anyway, that is, I thought this would work really nice. And the fabric's called for, what does this say? I've got to kind of take this out of the little plastic container here. So the fabric's called for lightweight fabrics such as cotton, cotton blends, piqué, linen, damask, and then there are like a number, even denim, so a bunch of other types of fabrics you can use with this. But I thought this would work out with my heavier structured fabric more than like a traditional cami pattern would. I love how it has the buttons there where the straps attach. And if it works out well, I can see making a few of these in different fabrics and colors. So that's all I had to show you. I hope that you're having a good weekend, and I hope that your week ahead is really good and that you get a lot of sewing in. And as always, I so appreciate you watching my videos, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!